So look, let's get into recapping a little bit of AEW, right? So Danny, on Sunday or Monday morning, right? We did our recap show of Double or Nothing. It was started at 12:43 a.m. All right, true story. Ended at like 1:40 a.m. I think it was.
I give you props for that.
Right. Well, it was fresh in the mind, right?
It was wonderful.
It was fresh in the mind. And I said to Brandon, Brandon, AEW. I said I can't wait for whenever their new TV deal comes in because we're going to have streaming at some point in this, and they're going to be able to take all their pay-per-views, and they're going to put them on that platform. And everybody's going to be able to watch them. You're going to be able to watch them. Everybody's going to be able to watch. Just the fact that I think there might have been one pay-per-view where it was like okay, it was like a B minus. Everything else has been B plus, A plus. That's what they do. One of the problems that they have though is that their follow-up is shit. I'll say it. Listen. I have been to over 50 AEW events.
Wow.
Okay, in my life, I have friends.
I've been to one.
Yeah, I have friends.
Maybe two.
I have friends in AEW.
Okay.
I have friends that are in AEW. I have seen where they were, right, and how dominant they were. To be honest with you, dominant during the Vince McMahon era of WWE when it was going against AEW for things. AEW was hot. It was. You didn't know who was coming every Wednesday. It made it fun. It was like the old school NWO. Who was going to join? You didn't know. Oh, my God, Christian's coming in. Oh, my God, Mark Henry's popping up. Oh, there's John Moxley. Oh. But as Triple H came around.
CM Punk popped up.
CM Punk, right? But as
I remember how excited. I remember you were for Punk. You were pumped.
I think everybody was.
I was.
That was the most deafening United Center thing I've ever heard. Deafening.
Were you there or just?
No, I wasn't there. But you rest assured that after the United Center, I probably saw Punk a dozen times up and down the East Coast. Throughout his tenure there, and every time it was like a new thing, man. It was like every time it was like Christmas in July. It was great. But the problem with AEW is that they don't do well with follow-up because they book very short term. And I want to talk on recap AEW, right? Because there's a lot of things that I have problems with. Other people might not have problems with it. I do. First off, I'm a huge fan of Swerve Strickland. That is your AEW World Champion, the first African-American World Champion in AEW. I think actually the first African-American champion since Bobby Lashley?
Kobe Kingston. Well, Bobby Lashley.
No, Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley was after. You're right. But
yeah.
I will give him. I never saw him wrestle. I'll clap him because he was awesome. He was awesome. I applaud him.
Stop clapping. So
no.
Well, so here's the thing. They are treating him like I don't know how to describe it more than just like a Damian Priest champion. That's the best way I can describe it. Comes in, does his thing, yeah. And let me explain why. All right. So you open the show with Mercedes Moné.
That's disappointing to hear.
You open the show with Mercedes Moné and her.
I watched the show.
Yeah, her right.
I enjoyed her segment. I think that she's. I think she's
a mark. You're a mark for Sasha Banks.
Well, you know that already.
Yeah,
I understand that. What I'm saying is,
it was lackluster. And I think having the TBS title is like, I don't know, we could have gave her a better belt.
Or you just don't give her a belt. It's her first match.
Right. I want you on that.
Yeah, don't give her a belt. Now, look, I say this now, and, we can go back to NXT and the fact that Ethan Page popped up out of nowhere and attacked Trick, and he's about to get a belt, too. He's about to get a championship match, right? Forget it. What I'm saying is...
a belt?
R-Truth.
I'll put that down. You're like a 5-year-old. So
I am like a 5-year-old.
okay, yeah, agreed. So
I have
when
so much
talking
random
about
shit.
when talking about Mercedes Moné, it's great that she had a match with Sky Blue. It's wonderful. She's literally the same person that she is in WWE, just with a different verbiage, right? You can bank on this, or like, I'm the CEO of money, whatever, like whatever. This is not where we're going with this. The second segment, you're jumping out with your AEW heavyweight champion in a match against Killswitch, formerly Luchasaurus, sponsored by House of the Dragon. Watch House of the Dragon, second week of June. Love me some House of the Dragon. But come on, like this is your AEW champion. He just beat Christian in a great match. And you're gonna put him out on second segment? Who was this? This is Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho, WrestleMania?
Wasn't the whole thing honestly about the quality of his opponent? Wasn't the whole my take on that episode that it was about the quality of his opponent?
Like Killswitch is a quality opponent.
No, the quality of his opponent at the next pay-per-view.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
okay.
what I think. The whole episode.
But at that moment, we didn't know that. And trust me, I have serious problems with that too.
I'm evaluating the entire episode.
But you can't evaluate that until you talk about the fact of not knowing the fact that you put the AEW champion, and he had a great match with Killswitch in segment 2. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with the fact that Anarchy aren't as crazy as it was. Anarchy in the Arena was the main event, and your heavyweight champion wasn't. I thoroughly
enjoyed an Anarchy in the Arena match.
Yeah, of course I did too. But if it was in the middle of the show, or
that seems like a middle of the show, so you have to follow it up later. Sure how it seemed like a main event type of match.
Yeah, it is. But
it reminded me of a Royal Rumble.
It
had the energy of a Rumble.
Right.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
And you let people on fire.
Yeah.
Look, again, and I get it, and I like lighting people on fire. That's fine.
Yeah, we talked about this on Sunday.
I like the fire. Some
people
don't
love the fire.
I love it. I think it's great. But I just think that he's being led down a path, and I don't like the path. And this is leading me to the statement, which is my first sell or no sell moment of the night. I am at this moment no selling Swerve Strickland's title reign. So I'm no selling it because of Brandon, what you said, which is, isn't it about the quality of his opponent later? First off, number one, this is Forbidden Door. What door is forbidden when you have Swerve Strickland, an AEW wrestler, and Will Ospreay, an AEW wrestler, at Forbidden Door? Where is there the Forbidden Door? There's no door that's forbidden. They work for the same company. You had a casino gauntlet match where you could have had Shota Utami. You could have had Mystico from CMLL. You could have had all of those people.
So you're
in a
pissed
match.
that it's not a wrestler from another promotion because
What?
So you think it should have? You are strongly think obviously it should have been a wrestler from a different promotion.
Yes, this is not an AEW pay-per-view. This is a joint partnership pay-per-view with 4 different wrestling promotions.
I mean, clearly there's someone running the show if they have the main event.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly Tony Khan is sitting there, and it goes back to what we talked about.
Right on the strings, yeah.
Right. It's the short-term storytelling. Danny, I want to get your take on this because I think it's short-term storytelling. There's no reason you have Will Ospreay in a match with Swerve Strickland unless you go to a draw. You have to either go over or get over in a match where you have 2 massive faces that are paired perfectly for Wembley Stadium.
Right. I think I'm agreeing with you with the short-term thinking because with AEW, it's usually the longer build up to their pay-per-views. It's not an EPL like the WWE. Every month they have something different, So it's a rare play out of their book, I think, for AEW to have something short-sighted with that. I get where you're saying that they should have someone from another federation to be in that main event. So I think they could have withheld this match for booking wise to a much later event. But I think they are like pressing on because how hot WWE is. They're like, just let us get something great out that the fans are going to be excited about, you know? So.
Okay. So in that take, MJF returned on Sunday.
Right.
In his Triple H, I just tore my 2 quads leather
And
jacket.
where the hell was he on Wednesday other than
Correct.
a video?
Where the hell was he on
I was
Wednesday
very
night?
mad about that as well. Yeah.
Right? And they say, well, he's back next week. You were at the
video
in LA.
package.
Okay, so here's a question I'm going to pose to both of you again. Another question.
I'm pissed he's not going to WWE.
Well, I could have told you, listen, he bought the tattoo now. Yeah, it's over.
Right.
I'm not sold on the tattoo.
People were saying that where the tattoo is a perfect place for his wrestling boots. So it doesn't really matter.
Right.
But I'm going to pose Dan, I'm going to give you this question here. And Brandon, I'm going to give you this question too. If MJF showed up on Wednesday night, how much lower did Swerve Strickland get on that?
Unfortunately, a lot.
A lot, right? The need meter.
Yeah.
That's a problem for AEW World Champion, right?
Yeah. Big time.
I mean,
and we'll talk about that because everybody knows I'm a huge Cody Rhodes fan. We'll get into the preview of SmackDown. I think that's what we are running into with Cody. There's nothing.
Yeah, we all know you're a big crybaby. Come on, we all get it. We get it.
Settle down. Cody Rhodes is the undisputed WWE World Champion. You recognize that.
His fans are crybabies. It's fine.
Anyway, so I think AEW constantly runs into these issues. Now, I'll be at Forbidden Door because I the idea of missing an Ospreay Swerve Strickland match, and it only happened one other time where they wrestled, and if you can go back and find the clips, they did the best Uptown Funk dance in the ring.
I remember that. Yeah,
it was so amazing, and I swear if they start the show or they start the match with that, the biggest pop at the UBS Arena. It's going to be unbelievable, and I need to be there because I need to see that. I need to see them wrestle each other for fear that I won't get another chance at it. So I got to be there.
I totally get that. FOMO.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I get the wrestling FOMO. I get the I need to be there.
Yeah, like you got to be there, right? Like
I get that, man. I get that.
It's tough.
That's why I go to so many shows. I get it.
I think that AEW.
Well, I live 10 minutes away, so
you need to go. Deanna, you gotta go.
I gotta find a way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just called. You get tickets 2 hours before the show. Now, okay. So look, I think that AEW runs into situations on a consistent basis. They need to be fixed. I wish that Tony Khan had what Triple H has, which is a right hand man. Just bounce ideas off of.
Yeah, there's too many cooks.
Or to just bring him down to earth. Sorry. Go on.
No, I agree with what you're saying. I also think there's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Jericho, we're not even going to talk about his learning tree nonsense.
Yeah. That was a ghetto version of the list.
Agreed.
And, yeah.
Call everybody bad apples. Like
it's
getting a little old. I appreciate the fact that Jericho wants to reinvent himself all the time.
Yeah, I think he's a top 5 wrestler in my.
Of course, I just think that he's hanging on just a little too long.
I agree.
He would have been Tom Brady if Tom Brady would have stayed one more year. He is what that is right now. He is a 2,500 yard passer. You know, he is 18 touchdowns, 12 interceptions right now.
I'm not commenting on
is.
Tom Brady. I'm not because I don't feel like saying something inappropriate. So you can make your Tom Brady comments all you want.
What are you going to say about Tom Brady?
I have plenty of things to say about Uncle Tom, man.
It's the greatest quarterback to ever lived.
Okay.
This is not a negotiation.
I said okay. Am I arguing you?
Yeah. Subliminally, you are. Yes,
No,
100%.
no. Do
All
you
right.
have do you have an insecurity about the way I'm talking right now?
Oh, about Tom Brady, absolutely. Watch your mouth. See, here's the deal. Danny's a Giants fan, but Danny also knows that
that Eli Manning is Tom Brady's daddy. That's what he knows.
I understand that, but how much more of a problem would I or everybody else be if somehow, some way we had beaten Eli Manning twice?
Okay, well, guess what? You didn't.
Yeah, it's okay. He won 7 fucking Super Bowls.
And
Eagles fans, you'll never be in 7 Super Bowls. Settle down.
No, but the one Super Bowl we won, we beat Tom Brady.
And the one other Super Bowl you were in, you lost. And the other Super Bowl you were in, you lost to Tom Brady. So stop.
No, but what matters is if you're not first or last. So the only one that matters is the one we won, where our quarterback was Nick Foles, and we beat Tom Brady.
And then you let him go. You build a statue of him, and then you let him go. That's real good.
That's okay. I have a statue of him sitting up in my bobble cave.
Yeah, it's the closest that Nick Foles will ever get to Philly again. So we're going to push through it by going to my favorite segment, which is the 5-minute rapid fire food take. So, gentlemen, I've prepared you guys to give me a couple of answers individually. You're going to give me the answers to the questions of your best sushi and also your best seafood, and then also your best steak place. And then after that, we're going to do a fuck, marry, kill all of them. Now, I'm not going to give you my best sushi, seafood, or steak because I'm asking the questions, but I will give you my fuck, marry, and kill food situation or restaurant situation. So, Danny, first, your best sushi spot. Give it to me now.
I do not like sushi. Not a fish guy. So I'm going to DQ on that, knowing where the best sushi spot
Who are you, Nikki?
Unfortunately, with sushi, yeah. I'm not.
What's your best steak spot?
My best steak spot is it used to be American Cut in Manhattan, and I had a tomahawk this big. Mm-hmm. I always like Morton's. I think Peter Luger's is overrated, but good. I think American Cut was probably one of the better spots that I've had with my family. Where's your favorite steak spot?
Anywhere I pay, baby. No, just kidding. No.
That is such you comment. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but here's
gotta be yourself, baby.
Well, no, here's the thing, right? So you preface this, right, by saying, I love Morton's, right? I like the Palm. It depends on what I'm going for, right? So from a steak perspective, right? Because I'll tell you that some of the best steak is in a beef Wellington. And you get that in Savoy in London. Is a personal favorite of mine. Even Hell's Kitchen down in Atlantic City does an individual, it's actually different. It's about a 6-ounce individual beef Wellington, not like a strip, like slices like they do everywhere else. They do your own personal beef Wellington, which is really cool, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it's great.
I've never been to Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, so good. $125. You get like off the red menu. You could get a burrata salad, or you can get the scallops with your beef Wellington, a little side of mashed potatoes, veggies, and then a sticky toffee pudding.
So I have a terrible take on that place, and that's because the only time I've ever gone there, my son threw a fit, and I was the one in charge of taking him out, and I didn't really get to eat anything.
Well, who brings what? How old was he then?
We bring him everywhere since.
Well, that's your own personal fault. Who? How old was he when you went to Hell's Kitchen?
I don't know. Probably like not even 2.
Right. Okay. Like
that's rough.
Yeah. Right.
I can't even take my kids to a diner.
Right. Like, you're going to Hell's Kitchen, man. Like, knock on someone's door. By the way, you knew who I wouldn't make babysit your kid?
Give me this advice.
That Karen girl who yelled at Kylie Kelsey and Margate.
Oh, hell no.
Right, let's not have her babysit.
Let's definitely not have
Margate, not the best spot right
All right,
now.
yo, let me get my steak.
Where our beach houses are, not the best spot right now to be in the news. Okay, so that's not your favorite, Brandon, steak spot. What is your favorite steak spot?
So I do this thing with my buddies once every 6 to 8 weeks where 3 of us we go and we go to a different steak spot. And the most recent one has been my favorite one. We went to Steak 48 in Center City, and we got the Kobe beef, bone in, prime, whatever. They pre-sliced it for us. We split it. We got another steak and some crab cakes to make it enough food, and it was my favorite steak I've ever had in my life. And I would recommend it. Not cheap, not cheap at all.
Well, you ordered 2 huge ass steaks, so I believe it.
But amazing, absolutely amazing.
Love it. I love it. All right, final segment of the night. Fuck, marry, kill. You have 3 restaurants, right? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Danny.
Where is it like? Am I going all 3 or one?
All different ones, man.
No, I know. No, I'm saying, are we going in order?
No. Okay, right. Okay, so we'll do.
Are you giving us the 3 restaurants?
No. No. You're gonna give me your. So we'll go through the fuck per. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
The restaurant you could bone real quick, right? Get it done, but you're probably not going to be in a relationship with them. Danny,
Man.
What do you got?
This is fast food. This is in general.
Anything you want, yeah.
I think all you can eat Brazilian steak.
Rodizio.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think that's like. I think with that, you're like, all right, this is going to be a great one-night stand, and let's just go out with a bang.
Wow.
Put the pepper shaker down. I can't do anymore.
Wow.
Brandon, what about you?
Wow, that crushes what first came to my head. I'm still gonna go with what first came to my head. Chick-fil-A.
What?
Okay. All right. I can go
Chick-fil-A? Tell me.
For a one-time meal where you just go nuts. Where you just go nuts.
That's Black
Chick-fil-A
Book.
tastes.
Black Book. Keep that bitch in there.
Chick-fil-A tastes amazing. Okay, man.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck is like one night stand. Like you don't want to see it again for a bit. I would see Chick-fil-A.
I don't want. No. I don't want to. I don't want to see
your friend with benefits.
What?
It's like Chick-fil-A, like your friend with benefits.
I want to go AWOL on it and then.
Okay. So you want like a good night with it?
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. But then you don't want to see it again? You don't want to marry it.
Then I want a nice break.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So mine is In-N-Out Burger, right?
See? Same idea.
It's
great.
Right. You go there. I'll order a quad, right? It's not even on menu. I said give me a quad.
You gotta get off the secret menu, man.
Get off the secret menu. Animal style.
Flash the secret
menu. But afterwards you feel like dirty. Right? Like you were just on you just need a shower. Like you just like, I think I did something bad to myself. But I liked it.
I might have to go to the doctor tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Like I need penicillin. Like, but you know what? In 6 months, I'm gonna come back and do it again. But I'm gonna get prepared for that. Right? All right. So talk to me about Danny, talk to me about your marriage. Who are you marrying?
Who am I marrying? This is a tough one. I am gonna have to go. I'll go fast food. Okay. I think I have to keep. Stump me on this one. Who would I have to marry? You said you won't do her. You to fuck her.
This is the marriage. This is you want to.
No, I know. This is like earth shattering thinking right now.
I know. I'll come with the pain, baby.
Who am I marrying? I see. If Shake Shack had better fries, I would say Shake Shack.
Well, then you're divorcing her. You can't. You got to marry her. You got to stay with her.
No.
Death do you part. Do you want to think about that? I'm gonna ask Brandon first.
Yeah. Let me think.
Brandon, who are you married?
I'm in deep thought right now because I don't know. Well, I'm an excessive person, so I'm gonna pick an excessive place.
Now, remember, marriage every day. Every day you could have this every day.
Oh, I don't know if I want to have this every day.
But it's married, man.
This is something special, so I don't know if I
No,
want
no,
to every
no.
day.
This is married. This is
All
every
right.
single day. You
Okay,
need to
so if
be with
I
this.
can have something every day, honestly, it would just be my local pizza place.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna
Okay,
go.
that's
I'm
okay.
going pizza as well because
It
you
would just
can
be
get
my,
pizza.
but they have everything on. They have everything I could want on the menu there. They have burgers, they have pizza, they have dinners, they have everything.
See, I was
Danny,
trying
same with
not.
you.
I was trying to think. Nikki makes fun of me with the amount of Italian food I have since I'm
Nothing
half
wrong with Italian
Italian.
food.
I'm going. I have to. My local pizza spot is very clutch.
Okay.
I'll you know what? I'll do one better. Mary is my local diner where I used to live in Queens. That would
Okay.
be
Alright.
my Mary because I know I can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do I want dessert? She's gonna take care of me when I'm feeling good, when I'm not feeling good. It's all reliable. I'll go with my old local diner, Cross Bay Diner in Queens.
And for
That's
those of
my
you
pick.
watching not on the East Coast and have never been on the East Coast, a diner is a restaurant where you can get whatever you want and it tastes good.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So for those of you who are not on the East Coast, I highly doubt that anybody's actually listening to this. I'm going to give you something that is on the East Coast and the West Coast. I'm gonna marry Nobu.
Oh, you love
Ooh.
Let me
that
tell you
place.
why I'm gonna marry Nobu. If I
See,
can
that
afford
would probably be my favorite sushi place because
it.
I
Right.
knew
So
the name.
Nobu is like the gold digger you marry because you really can't afford her, but she's taking you for your money. Nobu, why you'd marry Nobu is you can walk into Nobu and say, I have $150 budget. And they would say to you, okay, what do you want? And you say, what do you have? So do you want colds? Do you want hots? Do you want steaks? Do you want this? Do you want to stay away from salmon? Do you want this? And you say, yeah, I'm not in the mood for salmon tonight. I like a Wagyu steak, but everything else surprised me. And so what makes this marriage amazing is that it keeps me on my toes. It's never boring. And you walk in rich and you come out poor, like
But
everybody.
how?
Excuse me.
I'm not even gonna ask my question. That was hilarious.
Money, money, money,
Money, money, money.
money.
So then we get to the final part,
Do, 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 do,
which is kill.
do, do.
So what restaurant do we just like absolutely hate?
What restaurant where if they blew it up off the map, you would be like, fuck it, good. Danny, what do you got?
I'm trying to think. All right, here's a controversial take.
Okay.
I would kill McDonald's.
Oh shit!
Oh wow! Oh wow! That
Oh,
is
we
a
need. Hold on.
controversial take.
Let me back up real quick. Okay, so I explain this all to me.
Yeah,
I just-
McDonald's.
I went for factor here. So the reason why I don't like
So
McDonald's,
I got my place now because of what you just said. But okay,
the reason why it was a childhood thing. I don't like diced onions.
Okay.
So my parents forgot to take that off the order when I was a kid.
like
and I
every
think that,
time, probably right.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
bit
I get
into
that.
it and I was just like, forget this. And
I
I
can
lived
relate
it.
to that.
I think since then I've always had the chicken there. And like I have grown up to get a quarter pounder there. And their fries are great.
But how great are
What?
McNuggets? How great are McNuggets?
They're good, but I could go. I like Burger King. I'm more of a Burger King person. I'll be honest.
All right.
Did you have that new Philly melt?
No, I stay away from that. My stomach would murder me.
Oh, so good. I had it last night.
I don't think you can. That's a violation. You can't get anything.
Why is that a
called
violation?
Philly.
No.
You can't get-
Imagine this. Hold on. It's a small sourdough, 2 flame grilled burgers, Swiss cheese, peppers, onions, and like some kind of savory sauce.
So then that's a violation. That's a violation on Burger King's part for calling it Philly.
I mean, it's their take on a Philly cheesesteak, but in a burger.
No,
All right, Brandon, what is your kill?
Sonic.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why?
I haven't had Sonic enough to kill it.
I could completely do without it. They pushed the shit out of it. They made it seem like it was the greatest thing on earth coming, that it was going to be here. I went to it a bunch in high school, went to it a couple times in college, and honestly, if I never ate there again, I'd be happy. It wouldn't change my life at all. In fact,
Yeah,
I see no reason why I would never really go there again, unless it was like in the middle, unless it was like the only place like on like a road trip or something.
Okay. Mine is none of them. No, I'm just kidding. No, mine is. It's funny that we're all going with burger spots.
honorable mention Arby's.
Fuck you.
Oh, they got the meats, man.
Wait a minute.
They got the meats. I disagree with that. That's a
The one time I had it, I wasn't.
You're a Giants fan. I haven't said anything.
What Arby's, bro, with the roast beef? I know there's no Roy Rogers, but
got the meats. Roy Rogers doesn't even exist anymore. Like
I know. I'm saying this is the closest we got to that anymore.
I have two places in Brooklyn close by that are like real roast beef spots. So that would probably be me being snobby.
That's 100% you being snobby.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, 100% there. That's
definitely Arby's.
Okay, so I would kill Checkers.
Okay, yeah.
So the reason why I would kill Checkers is
I don't know if I agree with that one either.
Well, I can't tell you the last time I had Checkers.
I mean, I know you don't like lines and waiting, so if that's the reason,
no. Well,
okay.
That's not the issue. I don't think their burgers are better than Wendy's. So on the echelon of burgers, right, of your fast food burgers, right? I think that I think the Burger King is the flame grilled, so the quality is probably better. Wendy's and Burger King probably have a quality burger better. And I think that Sonic and probably Checkers are at the bottom of the list. I don't like it. And their wings are atrocious. The lines do suck.
I'm a big fan of the Checkers fries, just to be honest.
Okay, your favorite fries are Checkers fries?
No, absolutely not.
Danny, what are your favorite fries? You can't say
Popeyes fries.
Popeyes fries are good.
Popeyes
yeah,
fries
man.
are pretty
That's
good.
a good take.
Popeyes fries are really good.
Yeah. Popeyes is another place with terrible service, though.
Popeyes fries are good. Cajun fries.
I would go Five Guys.
Yeah, Five Guys.
Great fries at Five Guys.
But the only problem with Five Guys is the oil factor.
Yeah.
If they tightened that up, that would be a top one of one fantasy draft pick French fry.
Danny, do they still do the peanuts on the floor?
Oh yeah.
And Wendy's has gotten progressively better every year of our life.
My problem with Wendy's is they got rid of the original fries. That would be Once
they try to mimic McDonald's. They try.
Yeah. Once they did that,
but
that
nothing beats so McDonald's fries, in my opinion, when they're fresh directly out of the fryer.
Well, they're never fresh because they're frozen, but
okay.
Five Guys fries are fresh, right?
You know what I mean? When they're directly out of the fryer, when you see them getting
the goldenness of them.
They're the best. That's my opinion. But we could do a whole episode on fries. I can't. I think it's getting late.
I think the fries they're on top. They're on par. But guys, look, it's been a fun podcast. I am not going to order Uber Eats tonight. I did have already 2 meals, so I'm trying to stay away from the fries at this moment.
Hold up.
You have fries?
No, I have a bobblehead.
Yes, sorry, I apologize. All right, so he's
gonna love this one.
Bobbleheads, ladies and gentlemen. And what I've asked Brandon to do is to take the last 60 seconds of the podcast, talked about his favorite bobblehead and a story behind it. So
a story behind this one is I went out and I sniped it really fast when Bray Wyatt, may he rest in peace, died. But as I promised, I would mention every single show. Alexa Bliss is the hottest wrestler in the WWE.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But it is a pretty dope bobblehead, actually.
It is a cool bobblehead, and she's not
Yeah.
in the WWE right now.
Okay, whatever.